What if I told you there is a hidden temple complex where hot springs boil at 90 degrees Celsius, where temples lie buried under ancient tree roots, and where one of the most powerful Shakti Peethas exists, continuously radiating divine energy? Yes, this place is real and almost unknown to the outside world. Welcome to the mystical Bakreshwar Temple complex, a sacred gem tucked away in a peaceful village in Birbhum, West Bengal. Here you will find ancient temples of God Shiva and Goddess Sati, with Goddess Shakti's shrine being one of the legendary 51 Shakti Peethas. And that's just the beginning. There are 8 natural hot springs in the complex, one of which is open for bathing and believed to wash away sins and heal the body. We can also find a powerful temple of Goddess Kali's Bhavatarani form and a rare shrine of Vatuka Bhairava. Every corner here whispers ancient stories and divine mysteries. And in this video, I'm gonna take you through it all. From how to reach Bakreshwar, to where to stay, and the untold stories of the village and its warm-hearted people. Everything is coming up, so don't miss this spiritual journey. It's gonna be truly unforgettable. So let's go. God Shiva here is known as Bakreshwar or Bakranath, and Goddess Shakti is worshipped in the form of Mahishamardini. It is believed that the forehead part of Goddess Shakti, specifically the space between her eyebrows, fell at this sacred place. The actual Shakti Peetha is kept hidden beneath the main Vigraha of the goddess, and devotees do not have access to it. Like every Shakti Peetha, this one also has a Bhairava Murti in the temple complex to protect the divine energy. The Bhairava here is known as Vatuka Bhairava. Close to the Shakti Peetha temple is the famous Bakreshwar Temple. Inside the temple, there are 2 Shivalingas, one small Shivalinga and a golden Shivalinga. These represent God Shiva and the great sage Ashtavakra. This temple's history is also connected to the sage Ashtavakra. Long ago, Ashtavakra performed intense penance or tapas here to seek the blessings of God Shiva. He was a great sage and philosopher in Hinduism, known for his deep spiritual wisdom. What made him unique was his body, which was bent in 8 places. That's how he got the name Ashtavakra, meaning 8 bends. He was born to sage Kahoda and Sujata, the daughter of the great sage Uddalaka. While Sujata was pregnant, she often listened to her husband chanting the Vedas. One day, the unborn child corrected the mistake in his father's chanting from inside the womb. Feeling insulted, Kahoda became angry and cursed the baby to be born with a deformed body. And that's how Ashtavakra was born with 8 bends but a brilliant mind. He later came to this exact place and did deep tapas for many years. Pleased with his devotion, God Shiva appeared before him and blessed him. Even today, this temple is believed to hold the divine energy of that powerful moment. Close to the Vatuka Bhairava temple, there is also an ancient temple dedicated to God Ganesha. There are a total of 8 sacred springs around this temple, so let's go and visit them. There is an entry fee for this, 10 rupees per person. The first hot spring here is called the Papahara Ganga. Temperature of this hot spring is around 42 degrees Celsius, and this is the only hot spring where devotees can take a bath. Bathing in this kund is considered very auspicious, and the water has loads of amazing medicinal benefits as well. The spring is divided into 2 sections. One is for gents and the other one is for ladies. And the second hot spring here is called the Vaitarani Ganga, and the temperature here is around 55 degrees Celsius. Next to the Vaitarani Ganga Kund, we can see one more kund. This is called Bhairava Kund. Temperature of this Bhairava Kund is 60 degrees Celsius. Besides the Bhairava Kund, there is another kund. It's called Khar Kund. The temperature of this kund is almost 72 degrees Celsius. We can literally feel the hot when we stand next to this kund. Outside the main gate is the hottest spring in this area. It's called Agni Kund or Fire Kund. Sometimes its temperature reaches 80 to 93 degrees Celsius. Look at the steam coming from this kund. So amazing. Now we have reached in front of the main gate of this temple.
There are two kunds in front of this gate. The first kund is called Saubhagya Kund or Doodh Kund with a temperature of 42 degrees Celsius. Opposite to Saubhagya Kund is the Surya Kund with a temperature of 65 degrees Celsius. Near the temple, there is also one more hot spring. It's called Shweta Ganga. This sacred Shweta Ganga has three ghats. First one is Shambhu Ghat, second one is Ashtavakra Muni Ghat, the third one is Shiva Durga Ghat. Temperature of this spring is almost 40 to 45 degrees. Water from this spring is used for the temple rituals. Apart from the main Bakreshwar Mahadev temple and Mahishamardini Shakti Peetha, there are lots of ancient temples here. So let's go and explore all these amazing temples. Some of these temples are so ancient that they are now situated under the roots of huge trees. Look at this. Not only one or two guys, there are lots of ancient temples which are situated under the roots of huge trees. In ancient times, a yogi used to meditate under this huge banyan tree roots. Inside we can see a Shivalinga as well. And some of the temples Garbhagriha we can't actually access because of these huge roots. These are almost close to the Garbhagriha. Apart from the temples, we can see lots of Samadhi Sthala of ancient sages here. This ancient temple is known as Baba Trinath Mahadev. Inside there are three ancient Shivalingas here, but there is no daily puja happening here. This is the place where yajnas and homas of the temples are performed. This is the Samadhi Sthala of a renowned sage, Khaki Baba. Nearby the Khaki Baba Samadhi Sthalam is the famous Bhavatarini Ma temple. Bhavatarini is a form of goddess Mahakali. Inside we can see a beautiful murti of Bhavatarini Ma. Right next to the Ma Bhavatarini temple, there is a small tilted temple which is dedicated to Bhairava Baba. Inside there is a beautiful murti of Bhairava Baba. This Bhairava Baba temple is actually under a huge neem tree. Also under this neem tree, there is an ancient vigraha of an unknown deity. I'm not sure which deity is this. If you can identify this deity, please let me know in the comments. Near to the Mahabhavatarini temple, there is a temple which is dedicated to Kala Rudreshwar Mahadev temple. Now we are in front of the main temple complex. This is the main entrance of this temple. In front of the main entrance, there is a huge pond, but the pond is not in a good condition. Look at this. There are lots of plastic waste are here in this pond. On the way to the temple, on the right side, we can see a beautiful temple which is dedicated to Hanumanji. Near the Hanumanji temple, there is a Radha Madhava temple and a Kali Ma temple here. So let's go and visit these amazing temples. This is the Sri Radha Madhava and Kali Ma temple. Inside we can see a beautiful murti of Kali Ma and Sri Krishna Bhagavan, Radha Devi as well.
On both sides of this temple, there are two Shivalingas dedicated to God Shiva. And right across the road, there is a beautiful temple of Ma Kamakhya. Inside, there is an unbelievable vigraha of Ma Kamakhya Devi. So this is the priest who helped us out with a lot of information about the temples and the hot springs. And these are the amazing people from the restaurant who cooked food for us during our 3-day stay. It honestly felt like home. Their hearts were so pure and kind. And not just them, the entire village was warm, welcoming and friendly.
मेरा नाम पतित पावन बागदी, इसका नाम है सुकुमार।
This is the hotel where we stayed. It's called Hara Gauri, located near the bus stop. We paid just 500 rupees per night for 2 people in a non-AC room. Easiest way to reach Bakreshwar is via Asansol Junction railway station. From there, the bus stand is just 1 kilometer away, and we got a direct bus to Bakreshwar. Next, we are heading to the famous Shakti Temple. So I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, Jai Shiva Shakti.